Deep within the mist shroud at mountains stood a gloomy ancient castle Leng Yue stronghold, encircled by jagged peaks, and veiled in perpetual fog. The place sought at an aura of profound mystery. A dense, silent black forest clung to the fortress, its ancient trees starred of sunlight. Occasional beastly howls pierced the stillness, chilling the bone. The fortress itself was a relic of grim architecture, moss-crusted. Stone walls bore eerie, carved symbols. At its heart lay the central hall, where Leng Yue plotted his schemes. A massive table dominated the roof, flanked by high-backed obsidian chairs. Hundreds of candles flickered, with ghostly blue flames, bathing the hall in an unnatural light. Leng Yue sat at the table shed. A detailed map spread before him, marking Asmao village. His black-clad warriors lined the table, eyes fixed on their master, awaiting orders. Leng Yue lifted his gaze, sweeping over them with icy precision. We move tonight. Target: that village. Intel confirms an unwelcome martial artist lurks there, and something else we require. A warrior frowned. Master, that village has done us no harm. Why strike? Leng Yue's cold stare silenced him. Not everything requires your understanding. Know this. Success will make need of or power. Leave no survivors. The warriors nodded. In a shadowed corner, Bai Shui stood apart, a Vision in white robes, against the sea of black. A veil hid her face, but her bright eyes betrayed unease. Leng Yue's gaze found her. He beckoned. She glided forward. You summon me, master. You accompany us. Certain matters in that village demand your attention. She hesitated. Master, the purpose eludes me. But must there be bloodshed? Leng Yue's brow darkened. Have you forgotten who saved you? Who granted you your standing? Bai Shui lowered her head. Your grace is eternal. Yet I believe force is the only path. Perhaps alternatives exist. He cut her off with a cold laugh. Naive. Not every problem yields to talk. This time, you obey. Absolutely. After a tense silence, she bowed. As you command. Satisfied, Leng Yue turned to other preparations. Bai Shui offered excellent prayer for the innocent. He studied the map. His voice a dark promise. Sharpen every blade. Tonight, that village learns the cost of defiance. A unified shout shook the hall. Tension thickened like clotting blood. Meanwhile, the village slept in moonlit tranquility. Crickets and frogs sang in fragrant rice fields. Smoke curled from chimneys. Elders fanned themselves on doorsteps, sharing tales. By the entrance, guards warmed hands at a bonfire, laughter echoing a portrait of peace. Hoofbeats shattered the calm. Distant at first, then thunderous. Guards snatched weapons as a frigid wind LED. Clouds swallowed the moon, plunging the village into darkness. From the forest, black armored cavalry emerged, steel shod hooves ringing on stone. At their lead astride a white steed, rode Leng Yue, a silver mask hiding all but his glacial eyes. His black cloak billowed like a shroud. He surveyed at the village, eyes devoid of mercy, seeing only lambs for slaughter. Terror gripped the air as his warriors flooded in. Li Fengcheng awaited at the village gate. Villagers rallied behind him in a makeshift defense. Why come here? Li's voice rang like a warning bell. Surrender the treasure map or perish. He's the gaunt warrior. Blades flashed. Li Fengcheng leapt skyward. Spinning the whirlwind kicked up at his feet, slamming into the thin man. The warrior starred, crowned LED like parchment. Others swarmed Li, but he fought like a tiger, each strike precise. Fui LED by decades of skill and inner power. They faltered, yet numbers told. As the fifth and sixth attackers pressed, Li's movements grew strained. He read, soared a silver blood, dodging death by hairs. His robes tore, blood streaked his face, but resolve burned in his eyes. He was their shield. He could not fall. A shadow struck from the side Leng Yue himself, blinding all eye fast. They blocked the killing blow but staggered back, blood spraying from his lips. Knowing the end near, they gathered every shred of his power. With a roar, he charged Leng Yue palms aimed the final. Desperate strike, a choked cry. Leng Yue stood, sword dripping crimsonly fengcheng. As blood, villagers had LED. Trembling, Leng Yue Seiya held, the chill of an executioner. Laughable, mere ends. Tonight, you taste true fear. He raised a hand. Warriors lifted blades. A figure swept between them. Leng Yue, enough. Bai Chue stood eyes blazing. Leng Yue sneered. Why shield these peasants? What are they to you? She drew a steady breath. I follow your orders, not your cruelty. These people want only peace. Your past vendetta, understood. But this is slaughter. Pointless. You defy me. He thundered. I questioned this madness. Her voice never wavered. This ISN justice is future. Their gazes locked, freezing me. Finally, Leng Yue stepped back snarling. Fine. They lied today, but remember, Bai Chue, this choice is yours. She turned to the stunned villagers. Her voice soft. Go home. All of you. Aftermath. Smoke and blood stained the earth. Li, wooing Ni Ti beside his father's body. Rain mingling with tears on his cheeks. His hands clutched the lifeless form. His eyes hollowed by shock. Held a dawn ing horror that would never fade. Villagers gathered silently. Pity and sorrow etched on their faces. None dared approach the boy for in. His eyes now burned a fierce, hardened and resolve. The carefree youth was gone. Wind stirred dead leaves. Tooling the wooing share. He lifted his head slowly. Where innocence once lived, now blazed a fire of vengeance. He laid his father down and stood. His gaze pierced the heavens. A vow etched in his soul. The villagers felt it a shift. A boy had died. A warrior bound for the martial world. Sworn to revenge was born. Tear tracks marked his face, yet his expression was stern. He drew a long, steady breath. Is where it, whatever it takes, I will find them. They will pay. His eyes scanned the crowd, then settled on his father. He touched at the cold cheek for a stake. Rest, father. Your death will be answered. Li Wuying was changed. The naive child was buried. With his father, in his place stood a young man forged in loss. His path now leading into the shadowed heart of the martial world. This battle had broken one life and begun another. From the distant gloom, a figure watched the veiled woman. Her eyes, complex and hesitant, lingered a moment before she faded into the mist. Their fates were knotted. Tale had merely turned its page.